teaspoon of concrete and harden the fuck up. Should we be pushing on? Should we be turning home? Which would be the first trip we've ever turned away from. And get on the ride. So we did make the decision to head home. A tough decision, first trip that we've walked away on. About midnight now, just doing a last minute check before we hunker down. It's getting pretty wild out here now. We had a lot of rain this afternoon, but it's windy now, so the wind's picking up. This thing should be through here 6 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be a category 1 as it comes through. It hit this afternoon just south of Tampa, so yeah, still a little bit of water coming in front of the house, but we'll manage that through the night. And yeah, I'm going to get inside, but can't see because it's too dark, unfortunately, but you can definitely probably hear it. It's pretty wild now, so we'll update you in the morning. Okay, so quick update. The hurricane went through last night, and it was, we were good. We fed really well. We just had a little bit of debris around the house, a little bit more water in through that leak I mentioned before, but really good. It did sound pretty harrowing. It sounded like the roof was going to come off, so it did pass us as a category 1. But we're through it. It's gone and cleared the area. Checked in with most friends and family, and everyone's good. A couple of people haven't got power, but most are good. Scariest thing was the amount of tornado warnings that kept going through. I think there was something like 40 plus tornadoes in central southern Florida. Seen some devastating pictures, you know, cars in houses coming through from friends. So it was pretty bad. The tornadoes were the worst thing, I think, and then obviously the impact area on the west coast. So it's cleared now. And as you can see, we made the decision to hit the road and get back to Alabama. So today's Thursday. We had planned to go back up tomorrow. We've checked the route, we've checked the roads. We're going to stick to the East Coast, head up 95 to get, you know, the Jacksonville area, and then we'll use the I-10. We'll just cut directly west on the I-10 and then back up into Alabama. So we're just going to have to play today by ear. Everyone's safe at home. We'll keep you updated, but mission to go get the bikes underway. So we've been about 2.5 hours on the road. We're through most of the area now, actually, from Helene and from Milton. You saw a lot of the devastation there. Daytona was probably the worst area of all. A lot of flooding, a lot of damage. You saw that if there's anything you saw on the side of the road, it was certainly coming from Daytona. As you saw, though, ton of emergency trucks still pouring into Florida, which is great to see, and again, really appreciative of those folks that do that. Yeah, I think as we left, there was something like 30% of all Floridians had lost power, so restoration job's going to be huge. Lots of tree trimmers and service going in as well. So yeah, well, hopefully everyone's going to be able to start putting their lives back together. So yeah, it was good to see those trucks still pouring in though. So far so good. Keep you updated. So for those that saw Sturgis videos, or number one to be exact, it's on this stretch of freeway that Mrs. DBM got pulled up by the Georgia State Police. Just so happens Mrs. DBM's behind the wheel once again. How you feeling going back to the scene of the crime?
Nervous. That's why I'm staying in the far right.
We're cruising in the far right, but we are holding good speed, so we're not crawling along in the right lane, doing 40, so I'll give her that.
I tell you what I'm doing, but yeah, I'm not.
We're doing a decent speed. We're doing okay. I'm okay. I'm not climbing at the walls. I'm climbing at the walls to get out of this car, to get back on the bike, but I'm not climbing out the walls because of speed. So making good time. I don't know, an hour and a bit out of Atlanta at the moment. So, and then we'll scoot across a couple of hours, just over a couple of hours to Birmingham. We're on the way. Good morning, YouTube. We got into Birmingham last night about 11 o'clock local time. It's about midnight our time, which wasn't too bad. We can quickly drop the car back this morning and pick up our bikes, and then hopefully get to the vintage meet at Barber, which we had planned to do tomorrow. But yeah, we're going to head over to Barber anyway, which is a huge meet, lots of different brands, so it should be pretty exciting. So we'll head out there and check that out. We'll stay in Birmingham tonight, and then we'll start the trek back tomorrow. So what a week. The show must go on. So we made it through to the Vintage Festival at Barber, got into the demo area. There's Triumph, BMW, Indian, Yamaha, CF Moto Guzzi, bunch of others here. You can just test ride the bikes. So been hanging out in the Rocket 3 for a while, so I might try that a little bit later on. We'll see. Gonna go for a stroll down to the Isle of Triumph, see what's doing down there.
Here, as you can tell, we're very laid back and cool in the Isle of Triumph. Come up, take a look at the Trident. It's brand spanking new. And then while you're looking, you can listen to my wonderful voice. So, an incredible spread of torque, over 90% peak power delivered across almost the entire rev range. So, if you haven't ridden the Trident, I guarantee you will have a really good time and you get a smile on that face.
was a magic day at Barber Vintage Festival. If you're into vintage motorcycles, or if you're into motorcycles, you've got to get there. Would have seen on the footage, lots of things to do. You know, obviously non-stop vintage motorcycles out racing on the track, which is super cool to see all the vast variety of bikes out there. And an amazing venue. You know, you stop in multiple different places to view nice shady spots on the hills there. Really had fun watching the bikes. You know, demo rides. We snuck out with Triumph. I got to ride the Rocket 3, which I've been meaning to do forever, and whoa, that thing is amazing. And we both rode the Triumph Daytona 660 as well, which that was a lot of fun. So two bikes we've been meaning to ride for a while. Got to enjoy those. Don't think we'll be adding either to the stable. Probably not enough use for them in Florida of what those bikes can do. Huge swap meet as well, which we didn't set foot in. Would have been too scary. A, would have cost me a lot of money. B, really would have struggled bringing things back on the bike. But massive swap meet in there. Also big kind of area, fan zone. Lots to do in there. Wall of Death, Globe of Death, as you saw. Not to mention the museum, obviously, that is a separate video, so please jump in and have a look at that one if you haven't seen it already. We did earlier in the week, but you know, amazing to see the museum. And then, you know, not to mention the other racing, there's a motocross track, and I believe there was like a flat track up there too, which we didn't even get to. So you could really spend a weekend there, and if you're into, as I say, motorcycles, you've got to get there 1 year just to check it out. It'd be amazing. So that's the end of Birmingham. We're going to get on the road tomorrow and head back home. We'll start the day with a trip to Birmingham Indian, which, spoiler, I'm here already, but filming this for yesterday. So let's flip to tomorrow. Okay, so plan is for today to hit the road. We've just stopped into the Indian in Birmingham, Alabama. I think it's Big One Power Sports. I might have got that terribly wrong, but I'll pop the name up on the screen if it's wrong. Super cool shop, lots of brands in here. Obviously a nice Indian section down the end here, so we're just going to have a little walk around, quick bathroom break, and get underway. The ride home, see how far we get today. Maybe do it in 1 day, maybe 2, we'll see.